Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. Today's episode comes to you at 3:45 a.m. and I'm having some weird technical difficulties tonight. I don't know what happened, but OBS crashed on me twice before we started this recording. So, hopefully third time's the charm here, OBS. I would like to do Monster Train. How you doing? How's it going? I'm not doing too bad. This episode and the last episode have felt very strange to me. I don't know why. I'm off my game lately. I wonder what it is. I'm not sure. I've been feeling a little off as a whole lately, but that's okay. Either way, I'm going on almost 200 days of Monster Train, and I've only forgotten to upload the video a few times. Every now and then the video comes out a few hours late, so I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go get my coffee, and then I sit back down on the computer and forget to upload the video. But nevertheless, we're here today, ready to play some Monster Train. I got nothing to tell you. This might be the shortest intro in record. Lately, I've been just kind of padding out the intros, I feel like, for no reason. Here I am padding out the intro for no reason. Let me ask you a question and let's get rolling, shall we? I don't have anything else to tell you today. For today's question, I will ask you, I have one prepared, don't worry. I made a stir fry for dinner tonight. And I want to know what your favorite stir fry vegetable is, because I was eating it. I threw in like a bag of frozen stir fry vegetables, and it was like 90% broccoli. And I realized then and there that I think broccoli is a really bad vegetable for stir fry. I don't like it. I think that I'm just a broccoli hater in general. I hate broccoli stalks. I think they're real disgusting tasting, and the texture is gross too. My pick is, I got two options here. I really couldn't decide, so I'm giving two answers, and you can give multiple answers as well if you want to. I'm a big fan of baby corn and water chestnuts. Love water chestnuts. I used to not like them all that much, but lately I've been becoming a pretty big fan, honestly. I don't eat them a whole lot though, so maybe that's part of the reasoning. Other vegetables, I mean, carrots you can't go wrong. Peas maybe. What's you put in a stir fry? I mean, peppers, red peppers maybe. Hopefully not green peppers. Those are gross. Anyway, let me know what your favorite stir fry vegetable is. Onion? Could be onion. I'm definitely water chestnuts right now, though. I think baby corn's good, but I think more thoughts. I'm a water chestnuts, all the way. 100%. Lock it in. Final answer. All right, now that that's locked in, let's play a game of Monster Train, shall we? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We're Exile Hellhorned Stygian. If you have been watching the tier list videos, this is my second least favorite clan combo in the game. I hate it, but we have a positive, which is Inferno. We have Rage Talos, Kurzfeld, Diligent Seraph, Molting, and Flash Freeze Inferno. What do I not like about this combo? Well, this combo is not so bad. It's the inverse that's bad when you have Soul Guard and Queen Zempling. Is there a reason not to take Light's Gift? I think it's just good. There's some runs where that's not a good pickup, but this is going to be a run where it's good. I'm pretty confident. Down for a little Imperialist action. Could go Imp Parade here. This is the interesting idea. Imperialist and Inferno have a bit of a clash, but do I really want to take Imp Parade here? Diligent Seraph? You could. Imp Parade is better than I thought it was. I don't know if I'm ready to say it's pretty good. It's better than I thought it was, though. You know, let's do it. Let's go Imp Parade. I really don't want to all in on Inferno. Or rather, I don't want to pick Imperialist and then play into Inferno accidentally. This is fine because we have Frozen Lance and Queen Zempling. Is what I'm saying making sense? I want to play this run around Value Stone Holdover Inferno. And that plan and Imperialist Queen do not work together very well. As a result, here we are today. Now, our fight, this combat is going to be hard. Not this part of the combat, obviously, but actually killing the boss is going to be hard because our queen doesn't do much. I'd be best off probably playing 3 Implings in front of the queen and Yeah. I'm gonna leave room though. Kill something. Yeah, okay. We're good, we're good. He doesn't have trample. We have flash freeze as well. Flash freeze pretty good for killing early bosses. This is part of the reason that I felt good about taking this queen path. This combat and this boss should be fine because our starting cards are good. If our starting cards were worse, I would feel less good about this fight. But we take it home just barely thanks to that frostbite. What are we looking for on this run? Well, great question. Rage Imp? Sure. That's good. Hornbreak's also strong here. Rage Imp seems fine. We do have a lot of Rage Imps from Queen, but one more is good. Okay. Someone a few days ago, I think on the Stygian run, pointed out a very good point, which is that Offering Token I am overrating quite a bit, and I agree wholeheartedly. Offering Token is Stygian's Sting. Sting is a card that you should never really skip. The only reason you don't take it is because there's a better card in the clan pack. I think that Offering Token finds itself in a similar position where Offering Token is not a bad take here, but I think Ice Tornado is better. Ice Tornado would be worse if we had discard, but we don't, so lock it in. Huh. I'm gonna play Horned Warrior. Every time I pick this piece of shit, the run seems so hard. I don't know, man. I always feel like I mean, don't get me wrong. Apex Imp is of course ridiculous. I could play it. We could play it. But I don't really want to. We have... I mean, is it much different than playing Horned Warrior though? Not really. I think both are pretty well-known paths. Yeah, I'm gonna click Horned Warrior. Get out of here, Apex Imp. If they show me another Apex Imp, maybe then. Maybe if they show me a second Apex Imp, then I'll consider it. But not a moment sooner. Okay. Phew. What do I want to put on Horned Warrior, by the way? Because slightly worse Large Stone is not the worst infusion. Or actually slightly better Large Stone is not the worst infusion, right? I have to take space, and I think I want to take double space, most likely, with this queen. So you would have a 3-space unit in Horned Warrior, and then a 2-space queen. So with double space, you would have room for 2 imps. 2 imps is okay. It's okay. Well, 3 imps is a little bit better, but it's like you're right on the edge there. Although 2 imps is how many imps you get off of Imp Parade, so actually I'm not going to do it. Worth thinking about, though. You can also slap down Endless on Fledgling Imp here. It's fine. It's going to end up feeling like I would have been better off going Imperialist on this run, but that's easy to say now. I like Queen's Tail a lot more than Lost Luggage here. This is worth a 5-card draw, then probably this is worth 5-card draw. This is worth as many turns as there are in the combat, card draw, and energy. Definitely Queen's Tail. Almost said that all and then press skip, which would have been ridiculous. Very silly of me. In the draft again, we take those. What do I put onto this guy? It's a good question. What do you want, Horned Warrior? I don't really know what he wants. Yeah, just put these 2 up here. And in my turn, it feels not right. Now, am I gonna greed for the Collector? Actually, maybe. There's a good case for it. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna take some damage for that, but that's alright. Yeah, don't forget the first imp's free. Or +1 if I play it +1. Great turn for Inferno. And that's +1. That's really good. Now, the imp doesn't die. This is the hard part of this run completely goes away when we get to the Divinity. The hardest part about this run is that I don't have a way to kill my imps consistently. And with Light's Gift, the imps are not going to die. Like, at all. I have to be the one to kill these imps. So this puts us in this interesting run situation here of... I have to click on damage cards. That's the interesting run situation here. If I don't click on damage cards, we don't really do anything. My floors are going to be full up, and I'm going to be locked out of the game, pretty much. Welder Helper's good. Put that onto the other guy. Yeah, so like from this position, 100% I would have been better off grabbing Imperialist, but that's easy to say now, in hindsight. I don't hate taking Crypt Builder and just paying 3 for it in a normal situation. However, I already have 2 3-costers and I have no discards. I'm gonna discard, or I'm gonna skip this, I mean. Deranged Root. Steelworker. There's Deranged Root Apex Imp on this run at Ring 2. This can be the craziest high roll of your life if you want it to be. Maybe. I mean, honestly, I might pick the Steelworker here given the circumstances. On the other run, on the Apex Imp run. Oh, actually, there's also Guard of the Unnamed here. So like, shit, dude. I don't know. I'm gonna play the line that makes the most sense. Wow, this seed is crazy. I'm going to throw away Queen and use Deranged Root plus Horned Warrior plus Endless Fledgling Imp with Welder Helper Infusion to steamroll the game. That is our plan. I don't need anything at this point from left. There's no spell upgrade I want. So I'll look at a relic here. Mark of a Champion. Hell Pact is fine. Mark of a Champion does nothing. Could just take this money, but I'll take Hell Pact. It's fine. Maybe we see a spike. You never know. Card. Hey. Healed damage. Take buff. No rage. I would have liked a rage effect here. Money this early is sick though. Plus 10 plus... This card, I've made this card many times. This card's insane. Plus 10 attack, plus 20 gold. Ridiculous card. Okay, so real quick I'm just gonna go take a look. My OBS is giving me a little pop-up like it has a notification here, which, you know, we're 12 minutes into a pretty good looking run. I'm gonna take a second here and make sure that I'm actually recording this right now, if you don't mind, because I am suspicious of Mr. OBS. He's giving me a little bit of cause for concern. What time is it? Okay, yeah, there's a video file being created as we speak. I wonder what he's saying. That's a joke to the fact that I always feel like I'm muted in these videos. You may laugh. It's not an option. You must laugh. Yeah, so overall on this run, it's 100% of the difficulty coming out of how am I going to kill these imps consistently. Because other than that, this is free. One of those situations, Light's Gift ends up maybe not being the greatest take. I see him every now and then. Light's Gift maybe not the best. I think it's good, but hard to say. Hard to say. You kind of just judge for yourself. I think it'll be okay. It's gonna save me a lot of damage from turns like this one. Kind of? Not really. Either way, I am taking, for sure I am taking space right now. That's a given. And do I go Imperialist anyway? I think I do go Imperialist anyway. Yeah, 100%. I just pick up Imperialist if they show it to me. If they don't show it to me, that's alright. But if they do show it, you can just pivot back to Imperialist. Doing 30 or 40 doesn't make or break the run here. I'm gonna go Inferno. No, never mind. I'm gonna pick the money. I was gonna go Inferno else, but I don't need to. Oh yeah, I should mention at some point, I did also in this game get one achievement closer to 100%ing it. If you've been watching for a while, you know I am not particularly interested in hunting achievements. However, if they just happen to happen, I don't really mind. I'm not against it. I got the Tata Talos achievement on a Hell Rush not too long ago. Transcendent. That and Impale. Both of these cards are absurd for different reasons. Huge amount of rage and potentially armor. Oh wait, I could just you can do the cascading you can do cascading. Oh wait, we could just do Queen's Impling too. Huh. And there's just, yeah, quick Transcendent, win game. I've done my part. I think I take Armor Shark and I infuse that on Deranged Brute. It's not a lot of armor though. It's really not a lot of armor. That's a good point. And then I kind of want to take this Demon Fiend infusion, but that's definitely wrong. I also kind of want to put Horned Warrior infusion onto Horned Warrior, but that's also very scary. Leaving him at 1 HP permanently is not great. And can armor 2 on Horned Warrior. Like, what am I doing on the infusion front? The Range Brute? I don't know. What do I want to play here for my infusion play? It is hard to say. Truly, I'm not sure. I can maybe get away with Horned Warrior, because once I start the armor cascade, he's gonna have plenty of health, but that's a big once. And is it really worth the risk for one multi-strike? No, I don't think so. I'm gonna grab the Shark, or the Demon Fiend. Man, I really want to click this. I'm gonna click the Shark. I think it's better. And we're gonna take 1 space. Now, mind you, we have a steel shop in this ring. There is a very small chance the run just ends right now if there's an endless in here. There's a quick, there's a plus 25. I'll take the plus 25 for probably Horned Warrior is fine. Give him a plus 25 and multi-strike. Give Deranged Brute multi-strike plus 25 as well, ideally. Okay, the run's over. Okay, pack it in. In any number of ridiculous ways we can play this run now. It's not 100% over. Okay. Last time we did this Queen's Impling Transcendent nonsense, it was good, but it wasn't game-winning because the Imp, he wasn't always dying, right? And that's gonna be your big problem here, because I didn't get Imp Sacrifice. I will take a Fledgling Imp every turn though. That does seem good. So, Value Stone Inferno seems good. It's worth it. We're gonna go high on pack shards. I know normally I avoid it, but there's a lot to do here, and I'm just gonna get to work. So here's your options. You got 3 options here. Make your choice for what you like the most. Molting Imp infused on Transcendent, Queen's Impling infused on Transcendent, Fledgling Imp infused on Transcendent. I like Queen's Impling the most. I think Queen's Impling is the best option here. Welder Helper is also an option. I think it's Queen's Impling for sure, though. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Man, this is that, you remember that run a little while ago that was called So Many Imps, and I didn't call it All the Imps because I didn't get Molting Imp? This run could be All the Imps if I had picked Apex Imp. You could really play every Imp on this run, huh? Crazy. One of the few times in recent memory, too, where I re-rolled a shop, had 2 units that could take multi-strike really well, didn't see multi-strike, and was happier for it. Armor 15. I'm not going to overestimate here. We're 65 pack shards. I'm going to take it easy on that trial. But you could probably get away with it. Don't forget I've got to do something with this Shark now. Queen can go middle 4. Here and turn here. Yeah, truly the hardest part of this run is going to be figuring out how I get this Imp to die every turn. Feels like a pretty common theme, actually. How am I going to kill these Imps off the run, every run? Wait, they don't die. I'm gonna skip Fledgling Imp for the money here, as you can probably guess. You like money? I think this is double space, really. Let's transcend him. Go get him, buddy. But once I play him, he's there for good. Or for a while, at least. Yeah, technically, not really for good. Put him down here, he's a little bit better off because he dies. Yeah, that's better. I don't get the rage value, but that'll be alright. I need this guy dead. And I'd rather clear this curse. Yeah, the big thing I'm looking for now is any card that says sacrifice imp on it. That is what we're after. You're gonna go... Yeah, I like this, it's fine. Maybe I want to grab armor infusion once just to have it, more or less. Put maybe I want to grab welder helper infusion. There we go, use our words to communicate what I'm trying to say. So that I'm getting armor every turn out of this Transcendent, although that does make my imps more survivable, which is maybe bad. This guy lives it. That's a shame. No, I guess I won't take damage here, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna take 4 curses, but I won't take damage for it because I will just kill him before I take damage here. Acceptable. I don't think these top 4 boys even had to do anything. So, I know I wanted to call this one every imp, but I skipped Apex Imp and I have no consume spells. I'm not going to click on the Impish Scholar here, although maybe I could. I actually might be allowed to. I think it's better to click on Branding Right, though. This kills imps. I'm gonna click on Spike of the Stygian because it can kill an imp. And it's also a health pack trigger. Again, I don't really... Actually, a holdover Flash Freeze kills an imp for me every turn. It's not really good, but it works, so I'll go look for it. Icicle Fracture will gunk up my hand very quickly. Jackstrips is, on the flip side, not very needed, so I'll take the money. I'll take da money. Frost, -1 for Branding Right, unless there's a Value Stone. There is a Value Stone. -2 for Branding Right. This is gonna be a really high Pact Shards run, as you can see. But I keep taking things that are very good for my run. And I think it's right. Second Value Stone. What more could you want? What else did I take? I took 25. That was 45 and then 25. And 10 more. Oh, I took 2. And what did I take? I took 25 because I took the boons and the horde. 25 here, right? That should put me at 50. Or no, I took 40 here. That puts me at 65. Yeah. Okay, I'm with it now. I understand where my pack shards came from. Holdover. I am going to put holdover on Branding Right instead of Flash Freeze because it's a little more flexible. And it's piercing. Piercing is better. Lets me kill through armor in the future. And we'll make a Flash Freeze free anyway. This run is just hitting non-stop. It's a lot to go to 105 here, though. Going to 105 pack shards at this stage of the game is a lot. However, I think I can do it. People always ask me, when am I gonna do a big pack shards run? Here you go. This is the run, because I keep getting offered things that I want to take pack shards for, like this. So, here it is. I take it. It's gonna be a big boy. But we're not strong, but we are strong. Yeah, you have 30 health, it's fine. I'm gonna take 4 spikes. Well, as soon as I draw Transcendent, this combat becomes no problem. And until I draw Transcendent, it's a little scary. Could also do something with this armor shark that's just bogging me down a little bit. I do have kind of the draw relic for Queen's Tail plus Shard Tail Queen here as well. Like, it's not ideal, but it's here. It works. Branding Right, this guy, I'll give him an armor, or not an armor, some money as well. Put the fledgling imp down here. I'm feeding a lot of rage, but I'm just assuming that this enemy's going to die. He's 13 HP. Oh, that's right. Doesn't matter. We have days. So much to keep track of on this run. It's just free. Oh, and it attacks, so it dies. That's pretty good. Queen dying here does not really worry me. I'll throw her the branding right, but her death isn't really that big of a struggle. No wait, spike of the Stygian. Giving enemies spikes actually plays in my favor a little bit, because it lets me have these imps die. Anyway, it goes here, flash freeze here to save myself 4 health on a horned warrior, and I'm gonna throw 2 queen implings into the fire. Yeah, the real nice thing about this run is something that I point out on a lot of these runs these days. It's really very much appreciated that I don't have to worry about my scaling coming from enemies dying on top floor. Always like to see that. But for what it's worth, by the way, I don't think you need Transcendent on this run. He's great, like Transcendent with Queen's Impling is good. But I think 2 of this Fledgling Imp would also win you the run pretty comfortably. Something to keep in mind. I was supposed to put this down for more. That's okay. Bye-bye. Like, as cool as this Transcendent is, and he's pretty cool, don't get me wrong. Me and this welder, or this fledgling imp helper, are gonna really put it down. I don't think you need it though. You put up like 30 armor per turn plus the chunk blocking with the range brute welder helper gameplay, and it's very over. Just look at it. Just look at it. Alright, Hell's Banners, great news. That's energy for you. None of these cards kill my imps, so I'll take Imp in a box because that makes more imps, and that's number 2 on the list of things I want to do. I want to make room to play more imps, and I want to make more imps. I think it's fine to take another one of these Transcendents here. I'm going to go really high on pack shards, though. I am a 100 even gamer almost always, but we're gonna go big, because I'm also going to use Guard of the Unnamed here. I should probably just remove him, to be honest with you. You know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna go to 145 here right now. I'm just gonna kill this shark in the next ring. It was a good idea. Kinda. Yeah, kinda. It was an okay idea. Yeah, the -1 draw from Fel is disgusting. I don't know why she does that. It's always boggled my mind. I wonder why it's like that. Maybe one day I'll know. I honestly think it's a bug. I really do. Despite whatever big shiny shoe tells you, I think that's a bug. I don't think it's supposed to work like that. I don't believe. There, I said it. If you're wondering what I'm referring to, by the way, Curse Fel, the curse she puts in your hand causes you to draw 1 less card, but only on turn 1. On every other turn, you draw a normal number of cards. On turn 1, you draw 1 less card against Curse Fel. No idea why. I'm gonna play Ultimate Penance, I guess, and we're just gonna throw 2 imps down to play and get our energy for Hell's Banners. I should have put these imps down here and then I would have let them die. That would have been better. A lot of spell ship though. Not too often also that you see a run where you clear all 3 of Fel's statues. Yeah, 2 Pyre Chompers. Go get them, buddies. This floor that I'm about to create here is gonna do, yeah, some big damage. Optimal too. The Transcendent dies. Absolutely ideal. Yeah, look at this floor. And look at this floor. First you hit him with the Tia, followed by the Tia. It's just a lot simpler if I do it like that. Sure, it's not necessarily the most efficient the way that I played this turn out, but you know, it's the easiest way to play it. And I'm down to play it easily here. We're gonna go... I'm gonna make these imps kill Fel, by the way. In case you were wondering the status of this run, I am going to pre-Relentless Fel with my Transcendent Impling combo. I think she dies. I don't think she goes for Relentless yet. You play Branding right now, I think she dies right now. Yep. Goodbye, Fel. It was a pleasure, as always. Not too many runs 4-turn kill Fel. Or 4-turn boss rusher, I guess. LA Implate or Frost Effigy. This deck is finished, more or less. I have energy. I think I have enough space, so I'm going to take draw. I need to draw into Transcendent quickly, and then I win the run. Or the combat, I suppose, in this case. I'm going to do what I need to do to make that more consistent. Also have the Horned Warrior around, and, you know, it's like the Steel Singer run we had a little while back, if you remember that one. The idea, I had the Transcendent Queen's Impling combo, and it was going absolutely nuts, but I also had Steel Singer just kicking around in case I needed him. That's what Horned Warrior Deranged Brute are doing on this run. They're just kicking around, just in case. I would love to see Imperialist here. What a shame. Absolutely punished for my mistake. I think I'm just gonna go in Parade 3. No, you know, I actually don't know. It's fine. By the time I see imps that get floated a second time, I don't think it'll really matter. Intrinsic. Can I intrinsic my Impling? Of course not. Alright, let's go. This fight could be a little scary. I'm gonna not take Heaven's Seal here. I don't need the money, and I do respect this wave in particular. It could do a lot to me. Before we get the Tia and going, you know, it's worth it to be a little cautious, shall we say. If it were any other file, I would take it without an issue, but I don't feel great. Because the Molting Imp dies, yep. That checks out. I crushed this turn, though. This turn is a slaughter. Probably. You gotta give me the boy. Pyre Chomper. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna throw Pyre Chomper here. That gives me enough energy to... One Queen's Impling should go middle. They both die. Oh, because the armor trigger didn't happen before. But wow, that's an interesting one. His armor didn't have a chance to go down. So he just died instantly. Huh. Ooh. Maybe one guy behind to just soak up all that rage. There's a lot of cards to play on that turn. We got it though. So I want to get a Floodling Imp out. That's idea one here. Let me sit forward. I need to... This is just another day in the life of I have a million imps and I must scream. And I kill this guy. I have put like 100 armor onto these Wilt Wings. I guess this is fine. It doesn't kill ya. 56 armor on Transcendent here too. But I have to put him in front, so it's weird. And I get these Welder Helpers and I don't know what to do with them. I'll throw another Transcendent at the wall, see what sticks. What I should do there, by the way, is I should kill this Transcendent first, so that I get another one on this turn. I did not do that, though. And so here we are. Put another Welder Helper down. Get some more rage rolling. Despite being an absurd high roll this run, and this is an absurd high roll, I have to do a lot of thinking because I have to make sure I don't misposition my units here. That's the big threat of the run right now. If I mess up, I'll drop a lot of damage on myself. It's kind of hard to mess up, but I can still do it. I'm not playing optimally here, that's for sure. You can see that clear as day. I am not making the best possible plays. But that's because it's hard, dude. It's real hard. Are you seeing this shit? It's hard. Look at the number of cards I have to play in a turn. And they're all imps, and I have to like manage my energy really well, and I have to manage my space really well. It's hard. But at the end of the day, we get this. At the end of the day, we get the Meep shall inherit the earth. Tia. Tia, brothers. Rock on. I remember, talking about old opinions in yesterday's run. I remember back in the day when I didn't think that imps were that good. I don't think it was necessarily that bad of an opinion because they did not look like this. I think Rage Imp gave a lot less. I think Welder Helper gave... Welder Helper was in a good spot at plus 15, but, they buffed him and he's even better. I don't think Imp is unchanged, actually. For the most part, imps are unchanged. It's just Rage Imp, but Rage Imp used to be pretty bad, I thought. Could have cut Frozen Lance. This is one of those situations where Diligent Seraph I don't have to respect because I only have like 1 or 2 cards I even care about. Diligent Seraph eating. And he won't really affect me if he eats them. Armor 5, Golden Vault, Cuddlebeard. I will skip. Add ashes for me? Yep. They sure do. Hold over. I don't need to hold anything over. I'd rather just buy a removal. The run's done. This is the situation that I find myself in from time to time where we could min-max a little bit, but I'm gonna click on a few things and we're gonna go through the motions of finishing this run because this is over. This is the upper bound. This isn't the highest high roll I could imagine for Apex Imp because you can't get Deranged Brute and Steelworker, but it is pretty close to the highest high roll in the lands. Oh, actually a good Impish Scholar here. Sure. That's fine. And I can even kill the Purifier, so I don't take a curse yet. Hopefully no curses at all. It's just 101 rage there. Not that bad. And he dies. Good. I want to be playing on my imps so that they start building for Transcendent, but also don't want the imps to live. That's the hard part. Playing them out and killing them. Okay, so here's the idea. Queen's Impling down here, Queen's Impling down here, Welder Helper down here as well, and then we drop the big old Transcendent. Machine guns all of that. Throw down another unit, and then boom, we kill them all. And I just do that a few more times. I'll burn this card too. Why not? Seraph has a lot of stealth, but we have 2 chump blockers. We also, again, have Light's Gift. Don't forget, it's still there. Light's Gift. Are you still with me? You got an imp in a box. Okay. Just throw down the fledglings for the sake of it, I suppose. It is still eat your spells, Seraph, but we have the Queen's Impling gameplay here. Oh god, what? There's 2 of them? Tia. Fire Chomp is nice here. Very helpful to my sanity. Did I burn? I should have actually burned Inferno. This is a misplay. Not burning Inferno here is the wrong idea. Because if you burn Inferno, I pull it back every turn on Transcend Imp, you see? 45 Frostbite at the boss, why not? I don't know, man. Alright. If Seraph was not stealth tier, I think he would come pretty close to death. This would be a close encounter with the end of times for Sarah. The TI-ing, if you will. Let me get this ice tornado out of my hand. Have drawn. Oh! Oh, hilarious. Absolutely hilarious, Monster Train. You never cease to amaze me. I don't know, man. I don't know. Just end turn. There's so many imps. They're everywhere. Just gonna play out these cards. If I had burned my Inferno, things would be a lot easier to manage, but it's hard. Burn that card. Whatever, here's another 60 sap. Or 60 frostbite. Tia. I'm gonna kill Seraph on this turn if you don't mind. Yeah. Just nuke all my own units and pop Seraph here real quick. Not quite enough. Okay, actually no, with this, yeah? 140, Inferno. There you go, he's dead. It's still counting the damage up. That's the thing right there, right? This run is a high roll in the sense that I didn't think that turn out. I didn't plan that turn out, and I just killed Seraph casually, pre-relentless. Zero planning. I just kind of went, okay, I'm gonna throw a few imps at this and see where we end up. The Divinity is supposed to be the easiest part, but I have too much armor for my imps to die easily, so I don't know. I suppose we'll see. Ah, that's helpful. It's a lot easier when I have energy in the TI-ing, aka in my, oh, Welder Helper Fudgling Imp, you can't do it to me like that. But this is gonna make these guys live. Maybe I just kill my queen with Inferno when I draw it. That might be the idea. Let's go throw our first Transcendent at this. 14 damage on the Divinity is quite a lot. By the by. Beating up some damage shield here. Okay, I'm just kind of just playing the cards out as I go here, clicking on a few things. How does this work? After a debuff deals damage to this unit, remove that debuff. So I could sap the Divinity to 0 here. I think that is bad, and I don't want to do it. Because if I sap the Divinity to 0, it's awkward, I don't want to do it. I need to have my imps dying top floor. This kills already? Wow. Oh, 2 more Pyre Chompers, I guess. I can kill you with Branding Right. Are my other 2 at the bottom? Yeah, they are. Not the end of the world. I think I want my queen dead. I don't think I want you alive anymore, Shardtail Queen. You're just filling my deck with these imps that I don't want to play. That are getting in my way. Bars. Filling my deck with these imps and they're just getting in my way. And I don't want to play them. Fire. Anyway. So on this turn I'm planning on playing Transcendent a few times, primarily. This might actually be the death turn for the Divinity. One of these. It was close. I think if I had put this Welder Helper Fudgling Imp combo down first, it would have been death. That's quite alright. It's next turn now. Actually, no, it's next turn. 123. You are dead. Another day, another TI. That was supposed to be my cool finishing line, Divinity. Why'd you live at 8 HP? This bitch. Another day, another molting. There you go. So, I did not play Apex Imp on this run. This is one of the runs, though, where to not find, like, to avoid all of the things that are crazy high rolls, I would just have to dodge half the cards they showed me. The whole run is absurd, and that's okay. I'm not trying to dodge all the high rolls. I'm just like, I don't want to play Apex Imp right now. I don't want to play Apex Imp. I don't want to play Morsel Maid because I think they're not that exciting. Although I think Apex Imp would have been a little harder to play than this. No matter what you do, though, this run is going to be ridiculous. It's real. You can play this run a few different times, and I think you get 3 different high rolls. Because you can play Apex Imp, you can play Deranged Brute Brandon, you can play Transcend Imp, Imperialist, and maybe more Transcendents. I mean, it's just the world's your oyster. You can save money, you can do whatever you want. Anyway, I am going to end the video. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.